the Philippine Society of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, a recognized subspecialty of the Philippine Medical Association, and a subspecialty society of the Philippine College of Physicians, and a section of the Philippine Pediatric Society. It is also an esteemed member of the World Allergy Organization and the Asia-Pacific Association of Allergology and Clinical Immunology. A society with a rich heritage spanning 4 decades, 40 years of being a standard of expertise, knowledge, and a beacon of hope. On a day that celebrated the courage of Filipino heroes, a group of allergists, encouraged by Dr. Arturo Rotor, the country's premier allergist, met to establish the Philippine Society of Allergy and Immunology, or PSAAI. They were driven by the need to recognize allergy and immunology as a distinct subspecialty and to strengthen the practice of allergy and immunology in the country. Even with the onset of a political crisis later that year, this new society was born and flourished. Dr. Felicidad Coalim was elected by the group as the first founding president, with Dr. Arturo Rotor as the first honorary president. Initially, resident graduates of internal medicine and dermatology were trained in allergy as research fellows at the UPPGH. The society started to propagate knowledge of allergy and immunology through medical lectures to various provincial societies. That set the stage for a more organized training program in allergy. 4 years later, the Philippine Specialty Board of Allergy and Immunology was formed and registered with the Philippine Medical Association, finally recognizing allergology and immunology as a distinct subspecialty. That same year, PSAAI was also recognized as a member of the International Association of Allergy and Clinical Immunology, and its president, Dr. Coalim, elected into its executive committee. With the decades-long political crisis reaching its turning point and the nation beginning to galvanize, the Philippine Society of Allergology and Immunology also made its unifying leap, registering with the SEC in 1983, largely through the work of Dr. Avelina Bacnis. Dr. Miguel Noche, who is concurrently the president of the Philippine Society of Allergy and Immunology and the Philippine Pediatric Society, conceptualized a formal joint PPS-PSAAI post-residency fellowship training program, wherein fellows in training were made to rotate among 4 institutions to gain holistic training in allergy. From it emerged allergists who practiced in their respective communities and continued to spread the training to younger fellows. Eventually, UPPGH developed a conjoint training program in allergy for internists and pediatricians alike. In 1988, the society under the presidency of Dr. Augusto Lingao successfully organized the first allergy convention. Dr. Lingao's sudden demise in late 1989 was a great shock, an invaluable loss to the society. Dr. Manuel Ferreria took over the presidency of the society after Dr. Lingao, continuing the momentum of allergy conventions to be held every 2 years. In 1994, during the term of Dr. Alendri Caviles, the first Philippine Journal of Allergy and Immunology was published under the able editorship of Dr. Benigno F. Agbayani Sr. The first certifying board examinations were held, yielding 2 new young diplomates. However, it wasn't until 1997 when the second certifying board examinations were held, ushering in several batches of successful examinees. A year later, a charter change ratification for the society's name to be revised to Philippine Society of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology was approved by the membership and registered with the SEC. That same year, the PSAAI hosted the 3rd Asian Pacific Congress of Allergology and Clinical Immunology with Dr. Felicidad Coalim as overall chair of the convention, a milestone that concretized its position in the region. The next several years saw the birth of other training programs in other institutions and the return of trained allergists from abroad. The society thus expanded its membership into the turn of the millennium under Dr. Remedios Ong. By 2002, under Dr. Manuel Po, the PSAAI celebrated its 30th Pearl anniversary. It was then when the society reached out to collaborate with other societies such as Community Pediatric Society of the Philippines and the Philippine Academy of Family Physicians. Lecture modules were developed as standardized lectures for dissemination all over the country. The following year, Dr. Madeline Sampaico, concurrently president of the PSAAI and head of the section of Allergy UPPGH, initiated the quarterly inter-hospital case presentations to boost the exchange of ideas and information among the 3 training centers and the society. On July 8, 2005, the World Allergy Organization promoted the World Allergy Day to increase awareness of allergic diseases worldwide. This was supported by the society under Dr. Yasmin Lim. Similarly, in 2006, a National Allergy Day was proclaimed by then-President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. It was during this time when the first Allergy Club was established. On July 8, 2007, Presidential Proclamation 1313 declared July 8, 2007 and every year thereafter as National Allergy Day. In 2008, Dr. Floresita Padua established the Work Task Forces, which eventually became the Society's working councils, ensuring more involvement of its membership. The Society's website was developed in keeping with the changing times. The PSAAI extended its collaboration with FamilyMed, ENT, and Derma societies. In 2011, the first provincial postgrad course was held successfully in Iloilo City under the presidency of Dr. Ruby Foronda, a much-awaited and welcome activity for generalists and specialists all over the country. And now, under the presidency of Dr. Linda Varona, the Society marches forward, building on the foundations set by the forefathers, continuing a legacy of service to the nation. The Society has grown so much over the decades. Regular quarterly scientific meetings and other academic activities, biennial conventions where the developments in the field of allergy and immunology are taken up both by local and foreign experts, more international affiliations, more partnerships, and more allergy clubs. With the tireless efforts of generations of members, led by exemplary practitioners and academicians, PSAAI now celebrates its Ruby anniversary, and it is gearing up for more. A rich heritage built on the combined efforts of dedicated men and women, stronger than ever before. The Philippine Society of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology continues to advance the field forward, creating partnerships that live on, taking pride in its numerous graduates, casting a brilliant light on patients all over the country. 40 years of countless milestones, looking forward and beyond. With a promising future at hand, this gem will certainly shine even brighter.